Good morning. Today we will discuss about hypertext transfer protocol, that is also known as HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. So as and when we are passing our request on URL, it uses a protocol that is HTTP or HTTPS protocol preceding to our URL. So the uses of this particular protocol is to convert your text in an object and in an appropriate format that may be used to display the web content on browser. That is main use of HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. Here in this image, see a computer and a server. As an example, a computer, whatever we are using, desktop or laptop, that is our computer, and that is known as a client, work as a client, and this is a server. It may be our campus server or Google server or any other server that can be used to provide our information. As and when we are providing one request, one URL from the client to server, the request will convert into objects. These objects are HTTP request and HTTP response. This request pass from the server to from the client to the server, and server will proceed on this particular request. It generates one output, and this output again provide from the server to client in a form of HTTP response. This is a simple architecture of HTTP protocol, right? Now we discuss some theoretical portion. HTTP hypertext transfer protocol is an application level protocol for distributed collaborative hypermedia information system. This is also known as currently whatever we are using the applications, these all applications are uses HTTP protocol. This is the foundation of data communication for the WWW World Wide Web since 1990. Since 1990 we are using HTTP protocol. HTTP is a generic and stateless protocol. Stateless, that means it automatically converts your request in a GUI form, which can be used for other purpose as well as using extensions of its request method, error code and headers. Basically, HTTP protocol is a TCP/IP based communication protocol and used to deliver data, HTML, hypertext markup language files, image files, query results, etc. It uses TCP/80 port automatically. Now there is a question, what is port? So from the computer or to the computer, our local storage, local system, if outside the computer, if any node or any computer wants to communicate in a form of input or output using our local storage, then there is a particular gate, particular entry point. Using this we can pass or we can access the value. This particular entry point is known as a port. There are so many ports available in computer system. We can use different port for different purposes. Here HTTP protocol uses 80 port. HTTP specifies how client's request data will be constructed and sent to the server, and how the server respond to the request. As I said, whenever client make a request, it converts in a form of HTTP request, and when server respond to that request, it convert in the form of HTTP response. HTTP protocol can be used to transfer the data in the form of plain text, hypertext, audio, video, etc. It is also efficient and usable to make your hypertext environment. HTTP uses only one connection, that is control connection, to transfer file. As we discussed in previously, there are two types of connection, one for control connection and one for transmitting your data. In compared to that context, HTTP protocol uses only one connection, and that is for transfer file. Now here, client, web client, we can also say that is a web client, web server, server-side scripting, and database. Client will provide a request to the server, server will execute this particular request. If this request wants some databases, some values, then it uses database. Using this database, it will produce one request, one response, and this response again provide in the form of HTTP response to the web client. Now, what is client and what is server? The HTTP client sends a request to the server in the form of request method, URI, protocol version, followed by MIME, M-I-M-E, like content message request, and this is the parameters. What are the parameters? What are the additional information that can be passed with the request? So client works as request sender. Now server, the HTTP server responds with the status line. It provides one single line, one object to the client. Features of HTTP. There are some features of HTTP protocol. First one, that is connectionless protocol, media independent, and stateless. Right. So we discuss individually. HTTP is a connectionless protocol. Client initiates a request and waits for a response from the server. When a server receives the request, the server processes the request and sends back response to the client, after which the client disconnects the connection. From the third point, that is clear, HTTP is connectionless protocol. As we read here, as we discuss here, after making a request to the server, server will wait for response. Client will wait for the server's response. Whenever server will respond to the client, it will automatically disconnect the connection. That means HTTP is connectionless protocol. The connection between client and server exists only during the current request and response time only. Got it? Okay. I hope that is clear. Now another one, media independent. That means HTTP protocol is a media independent, as data can be sent as long as both the client and server know how to handle the data content. right? Whatever you want to pass on a network or whatever you want to download from the network, that is quite easy and possible using HTTP protocol. The format of data may be plain text, image, audio, video, sound, GIF, any of the format that can be passed using HTTP protocol. That means HTTP protocol is media independent. Just we have to write, we have to mention the MIME type. MIME type, MIME. What is that? Multi-purpose internet mail extension, MIME type. If you want to pass a plain text, then MIME type is text. If you want to pass an image, then MIME type is image. If you want to pass your content in PDF, then MIME type may be .pdf. Okay, that is media independent. And now third feature, that is stateless. HTTP is a stateless protocol, as both the client and server know each other only during the current request. Right? It will not automatically retrieve the status of your request. It will not hold the status of your request for a long time. Right? So that is stateless. Due to this nature of protocol, both the client and server do not retain the information between various requests of the web pages. That's why we can say HTTP is stateless protocol. How transactions are performed in HTTP protocol? So as we discussed, this is a client and this is the server. This is a request. Server will produce on request, work on request, and produce output. This output pass in the form of response to the client. Message, request, and response. Here request line, response status line. Request also pass headers as well as response passes the header. A blank line and body of present only in some message, that means a body of request. Here body of response. Request message. The request message is sent by the client that consists of request line, headers, and sometimes a body, URL, query string. Additional parameters are passed with body part. As a same as response object passed by server to the client that consists of status line, headers, and body part. Now previously we discussed what is URL. So that is a URL, uniform resource locator. There is another word, and that is URI. It means universal resource identifier. That means it will identify the resource. It will not locate at that particular location, right? It just identify as it exists or not. That is URI, and here is URL. A client that wants to access the document in an internet needs an address and facilitate the access of fundamental documents. The HTTP uses the concept of URL. It has four parts. First one, that is method. Another one, that is host. Next one, port number, and last one, that is path. Here we have to remember see www dot http colon slash Google dot co dot in. See here, whatever I did here, www dot http sorry there is some URL whatever pass in the internet www in the form of www, that is there are some portions like http request, see here https colon slash slash www dot google dot com. Now if you want to set here, see https, that is our protocol, right? This is the URL, this is URL. https, that is our protocol, colon used to separate your value, slash slash www dot google, here see here method, first one is method, another one host, next one port, and next one path. So method, the method is a protocol used to retrieve the document, whatever what is we are using, https secure layer, as for secure layer https, that is our method. Another one, that is host, so whatever our host, google is our host. Port, so defaultly whenever we are using http protocol, it uses port number 18, that is a default port. That's why there is no explicitly need to provide the port. If you want to use another port number, then use colon and provide port number like this 88, right? This is the uses of port number. But and last one, that is path. So host, where the information is stored, port number of the server, and path name of file where the information is stored. This is a particular structure of URL, and you can also write the example of URL is http colon slash slash www dot google dot com. Now you see here after the question mark, this is the body part of request. We can say this is the body part of request. Okay. Now there are some features of HTTP request and HTTP response. See here, the request sent by a computer to the web server, it contains all sort of potential interesting information, right? HTTP client sends the request to the server. It has the following information: request line, source IP address, port number, destination IP address, whichever protocol we are using, port number, requested URI, uniform resource identifier, request method, user agent, connection control, and cache control. These all are information passed with the request. Now see here, there are some methods. How can we pass the request to the server available in this tabular form? That is important as perspective of the examination. First one, that is get, ask to get the resource at the requested URL. Another one, that is post, ask the server to accept the body into attached. It is same like as a get method, but it has some extra parameters and benefits. head asks for only the header part of whatever a get would return. If you want to access a header form, then we can use head trace. If you want to trace your request, what is the status of request, is it appropriate or not, it has some output or not, then we can use this method. Put says to put the enclosed information body part to the request URL. Delete, if you want to delete your resource after requested URL, then we can use delete. And last one, that is options, ask for list of HTTP methods to which the thing request URL can be respond. Okay, another one, that is response. See, sometimes if a page is not found, then we get one code 404 not found, file not found, right? So likewise, there are some numerical codes also available, but what is HTTP response? The response in provides the following message: status line. It consists of protocol version followed by numerical status code, its associated textual phrases. HTTP version, which kind of version, what is the current HTTP protocol version we are using, and status code. Status code have 5 different parts or categories. First one, that is informational. That means some information, additional information provided by the server, then it uses preceding with 1. If your data is successfully passed to the server, your data is successfully converted, then success message will provide. It starts with 2. If your page redirect to the another page, third party page, then it uses the redirection and it starts with 3. Here XX means any numerical value, numbers. Fourth type, that is client error. If you are passing a wrong extension, or if you are passing GOOGLE, Google, that is the correct word, GOOGLE. But if you are passing GOGLE, you are omitting O, then there is not a particular word and it provides error, file not found. That is 4. And fifth one, server error. If server is not capable to fulfill your value, out of index value, out of storage capacity, server is not properly respond in proper time duration, then we are using this error. So this is the basic protocol used with internet and HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. Thank you.